Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. My mic arm is squeaking, and I don't like it. I don't have any. What do you use? Grease? Lube? What do you use for that? Either one. I don't have either one. God damn it. Well, hopefully stop squeaking. I don't like the squeaking. Mice are adorable, but that's a different kind of squeaking. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well, you know. Hope you're all having a lovely day. I didn't even realize it's Wednesday already. I should have my video figured out. Well, I mean, I know what I'm making the video of, or I just haven't done the setup for it. And the setup might take a little bit of time. So, really, it's getting the assets is going to take time. Now that I think about it, it's not even. As long as does Quixel have flowers? Just a random question. Hold on. I have Unreal open already, surprisingly. Oh, why is it asking me to log in? Let's log in. Give me a 2-factor authentication number. Have I never logged in, or has it forgotten me? Probably the latter. It's probably the latter. Yeah. Good. All looks good. Yes. I just want to go flower. Yes, there are flowers. Okay. Excellent. There are flowers. Flowers might have something to do with what I'm doing for Sunday's video. And there's also a statue, if I recall. Yes. Flowers and statues. Was there a bust? I know you guys can't see any of this. I'm aware you guys can't see this, but hold on. I'm trying to see if there's oh, perfect. There's a decorative statue of a woman's body. Perfect. That'll go great with some flowers. That'll do well for a thumbnail, I think. I'm just checking. Just checking for things for Sunday. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'm still tired. You know, I slept last night and I woke up and I was like, I need more sleep, and there was no time for more sleep. So I don't know why, just didn't get a good night's sleep. I don't like it, but we'll truck through. Or any other mode of transportation, feel free to train through, or through to bike through, whatever you prefer. Yeah, I don't mind. But today we're going to be finishing up the power-up. The ability of our boss. This lovely chap. Look. You can't tell, but he's smiling inside. There's definitely a smile in there. For sure. can't. It's right there. It's those pixels right there. Okay, so right now what we have is he can go somewhere, then he'll jump to the center, push out, start the ability, he'll start the whole thing, and then I have to make it our way inside. And once I make my way inside, I have to make my way all the way to him. There's the next way in. Oh, next way in. And here, I need to be able to hit him and then stop it. Couple of problems. I cannot hit him because I cannot attack because it's not the right level. So, and he used to play his animation. That's right. Now I remember what we were doing. In our setup for him, I wish the tabs would open in the same order every time, but they don't. In here, for the special attack, when you can do a switch, because we just introduced this. And then we can do switch on starting index 1. And then we can do ability 1. I just closed the tabs, and I probably shouldn't have closed the tabs. I'm just realizing. It's fine. We just take this. Copy it. So we don't even want this. Just want this. And self. Okay. Then we don't need this one. What we need instead is, instead of this specific one, we can do replace with, it's loading. Come on. Up. Special attack. And on the special attack, we can expose this number. I said expose this number. Oh, right, it's not a function. Yeah, I'm not. I am clearly not there today. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why is motion design odd? There's no opacity for some things in 2D. I mean, can you not add opacity? Can you not do your own custom materials? Hey, Summer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You have to hard-code it, but you have parameter collections. Can you not do a material instance and just set up your own values? I mean, NPCs will work, but they're global and they're kind of more of a pain to set up than just an instance for a single value. Is this your roundabout way of doing it? You can't even use expose it to the material instance? Really? Well, that sucks. Is it easy to have 2 landscapes in one level? Well, yes. You can just create a second landscape or duplicate the first. And the performance is the performance of 2 landscapes, of course. If you hide this new landscape, will it still take up performance while hidden? Yes. Just because it's hidden doesn't mean it's not loaded. It's still there, you just can't see it. Certain things will be cheaper, like you won't have to calculate lighting shadows on it, but there's still something there. It's still loading it, as far as I know. Only through parameter collections. That's odd. That is odd. I did not expect that. Why? Why you close everything? It wasn't even open. The thing that I was just deleting was not even open anywhere. What possible reason, Unreal, did you have for closing every single tab I had open? Can we talk about this? Just why you do this to me, Unreal? Why you do this? I tried SVG actor 2D rectangle material and with texture. You have to end up now using material with a texture on a plane to make it work. You guys boils down to everything still needs to use a material under the hood. Yeah, but a material can be transparent material. There's a classic of guts out here as per usual, Kappa. Are you interested in replacing him? You want his job? Made a dungeon system and it teleports you to a different dungeons under the main map. You're thinking of just adding a second landscape for sand and stuff for the ground? I mean, yeah, you can do that. No, you're good. You're looking for a paying job? Yeah, true. This one doesn't really pay well. Oh, sorry. I mean, this pays really well. You get all this exposure. Isn't that the hip new thing that people get paid with? Exposure. You applied to one job the other day, and today you applied to another one. You should be applying to like 5 to 10 a day. But, I mean, it's a start. Delicious exposure. I love to season exposure, but barbecue exposure is the best. It's really good. I mean, barbecue to anything is great. Just barbecue, just in general, is just great. One day I will have Texas barbecue. I will have real Texas barbecue. I've never had any. Even though I've driven through Texas before. Don't worry about local. Apply globally, as long as it's remote. It doesn't hurt to apply. Unless it's like it specifically says, you know, local only or something like that. You can be an air intake expert and get paid to breathe. Air intakes are a thing. That's like a mechanical part. Also. So, but if you only get paid to breathe in and you constantly are breathing out also, aren't you breathing out your money? If you're only paid to breathe in, you have to breathe in and hold your breath. Otherwise, it's like having all your money just get breathed out. And we can't have that happen. That'd be crazy. That works. Okay. It's slim pickings, but yep, most of the international remotes still want you to be in the States, which is well, I mean, this is also remote in the States, as they don't have to be physically there. But for tax purposes, the person has to be in the States. A brilliant idea. We make this a move. We call it "Don't Breathe." I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It sounds like too much work, honestly. That sounds rough. Anim instance. What's it called? Play. Play anim montage? No. What's the Bibber CD one called? Get anim instance. It was anim instance, just the wrong one. That's what it is. Hey, guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm sleepy. Still. How are you doing? Wait, Ben E forms don't exist apparently. Ben E forms? We're glad you are early as you normally are. Gugats is always on time. Showing up at all? You got rejected from that job? What? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. On to the next one. Did they tell you why? Because they clearly told you that you didn't get it, but did they tell you why? I mean, that's asking for a lot, to be fair. How long is this animation? Not long enough. I'll want to play this 3-4 times. You're great, but they had more affinity with another candidate. Oh, that happens. Yeah. What do you mean nepotism? What does that have to do with anything? No. That just means like, hey, it just happened that they found a better candidate for the position. They could have had more experience. They could have been just a better fit just in general, but I've had that happen too. Or like, yeah, you know, we loved you. We're actually going to go with it, but then we found someone just happened to fit better. Happens, but don't get discouraged. That means, you know, you did everything right. There's just someone happened to be with more experience, probably. That's all. On completed. Uh, it was just a janitor with a really good idea. Wait, what? No way someone had more experience than you? I know, such a thing is unheard of. Those do not exist, I know. What was I even thinking? Ooh, this would happen multiple times, so we should do a sequence here. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. You'll get the next one. Don't worry, keep your chin up. It's not the first rejection, and it won't be the last rejection. You only need one place to say yes. You've been there for 4 to 5 years now? Hey, it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot. It could be like anything, really, as the reason, right? You don't know why they chose, someone else over you. They just said, "Hey, you are a good fit, but someone else just to fit better," and that could be also just a vibes thing. It could literally be that, hey, you both have the same skill set, but the other guy cracked some jokes and just clicked really well, and then they went with him, right? They could be literally that, as it's like nothing to do with your skill. Do you like your profile pic? What do you mean they asked if you're left wing? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with the job? But yeah, that has no relevance in any capacity for anything. Yeah, but well, it depends on where you are, Stormrun, and also you need to prove it to get any damage, at least even in the States. Right. Yeah, that's a good answer, Good Guts. Either way, you don't know if that had any actual impact in the end. You just gotta go on to the next one. And Thomas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Look, he's dancing. He's dancing. You say whatever you are. No, that's a bad joke. Getting dinner? Ooh, what's for dinner? What's for din-din? I had some chicken breasts with some rice with Green beans, not green beans. With peas and corn. Frozen peas and corn. Mix stuff. And there's also like soy sauce, and I had put some oyster sauce there, but sriracha. You got some Wendy's? I have never had a Wendy's. Genuinely have never had it. Yeah, cool handheld spray paint gun that gets the paint on about 20% of what you want. That sounds like a terrible spray gun. I mean, I understand if it like missed 20%, like that wouldn't be great, but if it only got 20%, I feel like that's not a good spray gun. Were you facing the gun in the right direction? Like, was the paint hose facing away from you? Or were you accidentally pointing it towards you and you were really spraying yourself and like 20% of like the splatter just splashed off your face and back onto the thing, and that's how you got the 20%? Because I'm thinking maybe that's what happened, because 20% seems just way too low. Getting takeout for a change, switching it up tonight. Normally cook at home, it's cheaper. Takeout is expensive. Takeout is not as expensive if you don't get it delivered. If you get it delivered, then it's very expensive. My God. Especially if you tip. Oh, but speaking of delivery, hold on. Speaking of delivery, let me pull something up. I mentioned like a week ago or something where it was my mother's birthday, and for the first time in years, I was like, I'm gonna get her something and be a good son. And I bought her flowers, and I know she likes orchids, so I ordered her orchids, which were expensive as hell. I got her this. These are the orchids. They're real orchids. Real. Came with a pot and everything. Got delivered from a local like flower place. And then it came with this card that I customized myself.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I heard you like orchids. Happy birthday, your favorite child. I wrote that. That was my happy birthday card. I have a half sister, so I wrote your favorite child. She called me. She knew who it was. She knew it was from me. There was no question there. No, I'm a half sister, guts. So, yeah. But, yeah. Real orchids, flower pot, some little shrubbery and stuff. Come back. Yeah. No, I wrote your favorite child. Not your favorite son. It's your favorite child. Because if it's, I am the only son. So, Yeah. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It has turned the paint into a fine mist that gets in the air because of the pressure. If it's too close. Well, that makes sense. Like the banana bear. The banana... What? Where do you see a banana or a bear? Remember we could get takeout up at the mall, a family of 6 for $20 or less. I mean, yeah. Also, Jesus Christ, this thing was expensive. Well, thankfully, my mother is very happy about this gift. But yeah, this is a clock that says Italy on it. I don't know if it says anything else. I mean, it does tell time. It does work. Orchids aren't supposed to be in pots, but you mentioned she has them, right? I mean, my options were to get her orchids as just in a vase, or orchid in a pot, and then if she wants to, she can plant them somewhere else, or do whatever she wants with them. This seemed like a better option. So I went with this. This shit was expensive as hell, though. Let me tell you. Like, it's almost the same price as the freaking treadmill for the flowers. Little blue banana bear peeking out to the left behind the flower base. Are you calling this a bear? That's a cat. That is clearly a cat. That is not a bear. That's a kitty cat with little cat ears. I was trying to figure out where is this bear you're talking about. Orchids stay on human logs, not on soil. I don't know what's inside the pot. I haven't seen. Maybe inside of it are logs. I freaking know. But cats are now banana bears in your book. Fair enough. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. I customized it for reference. By the way, this birthday gift was $300 US. The most expensive flowers I've ever bought by far. You know, it brings joy to my mother, so I decided to do it. But man, them expensive flowers. Orchids have air roots. If you plant them, they rot. Needs to be in logs with coconut husks and all that. How do you know so much about orchids? So thoughtful, good son, but goddamn, those flowers better not wilt for months at that price tag. Yeah, seriously. I mean, we'll find out. She has to, maintain them. She has to maintain them. That's on her now. Oh, they're native to where you are? Yeah, so they're not native. Where she is. Yeah, Gut's the resident orchid enthusiast of chat. Yeah. Your aunt and your mom are extreme gardeners, so they're extremely high maintenance. What's that? That's rude. Why would you call your mom and your aunt high maintenance? That seems very mean. Your mom hates orchids and your aunt loves them, so yeah, coconut husks. Interesting. The orchids are high maintenance? I don't know, you didn't specify. I clearly read that as your aunt and talking about your aunt and your mom there. I should not destroy. I should make a... I should make a function that stops the stuff and then instead of just being off immediately. Why not both? Not that, yes, both. It's okay. It's okay to be high maintenance. As long as someone's there to maintain it. You're dreading the math part of your jam. A headache and a half to figure out a procedural puzzle system for it. I'll have to hard code if all else fails. What part of are you trying to figure out the math on? Maybe we can help. I say that fully expecting to not be able to help, by the way. But I'm offering. So that way I look good. So even if I fail, it makes me look better, right? So just so we're clear here, right? So there's no expectations. Structure, you're supposed to succeed vicariously. No, I don't care about succeeding vicariously. I care about getting credit. Vicariously or not, doesn't matter. As long as I get credit in some way. Right? I'm a simple person. I don't expect to actually do well and succeed. But if people think that I do well and succeed, that's all that matters. Right? Look at it this way. I don't need to do well to look good. I just need someone else to do worse to look good. Right? Same thing. It's like when you know, girls go in groups and they always have the ugly friend, right, to make themselves look better, right? That's a thing with girl groups. Same thing, right? You see someone worse to make yourself look good. Grid of tiles, connect each tile. Goal is to connect all tiles. Each tile affects the energy pool. A tile costs 5. reduces nearby tiles by 1. Tile costs 1. Gives back number of connections and what? What do you mean connect each tile? Then the goal is to connect all tiles. Well, do tiles get disconnected? Each tile affects the energy. Why is there now an energy pool? It sounded like a very simple mechanic, and now there's an energy pool. It sounded like you had a very simple, like, cool mechanic, like, simple mechanic, and then you added an energy pool in there. What's with the energy pool? The math puzzle of it adds strategy of how you connect the tiles together. I think I'll probably need to see a visual like graph of it, because written out, I don't fully grasp the whole energy pool thing. Because you have tiles, you connect them. Okay, it costs 5 to connect, and reduces the nearby tiles by 1. So the tile next to it costs 4 to connect. But then it's still linear. You'll still connect. So really, realistically, you're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, right? No, it'll be 5, and then from there on, it's 4. Everything after the first one will be 4. Right? Right, if you have a grid, right, let's say you have this, and you connect this one and this one, right? Then, right, it'll be what, 4, 4, 4. You do this one, then this one's 4, 4. And then you do this one, 4, 4, 4. Right? From then on, they will always be 4. You connect to any tile, not restricted. But then it doesn't matter either way. You're not motivated to go to any other tile. Right? These are 4, right? Let's say you connected these are 4. If you go here, it's 5. So why would you go here? You would not go here. You would just go to the 4. And then the next one will be again 4. Like, you have no motivation of going one that's somewhere else, because that's going to be 5. Because you say you're only reducing the ones around them, right? Oh, it's nearby. You don't know how far nearby. But either way, unless you're going like multiple out, unless you're doing like, 2 layers, and then you can, then you could do like, then you'd always go to the outer one most, because then you would do this one, which would put, make this 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Right? And then at least there's, it's a little bit better, but I feel like you always go with one of the lowest numbers. As long as you always choose the lowest number, you'll get the result you want. Right? Because from here, if you take any of these 3s, the others will go to 2. And then, so you can take, for example, this 3, right? This and this goes to 2. And then you get, you know, again, 4, 4, right? And same thing. Then you get from there. I feel like just always go with the lowest number and just that's it. I don't know if there's much strategy if you're doing this method. Like there has to be something else besides just a grid of points. That's why there's a starting energy pool, so you can't just go in any order. Well, no, you always go with the lowest number. So you'll never run into the whole energy pool problem because you'll have to. The ideal scenario is to always choose the one with the smallest number. So you're always in the best case scenario. The energy pool thing would only be an issue if you're always going for like 5s. But if you're always going for the lowest number, you'll always be the best place you could be. You're missing a puzzle piece here? What is it? What's the puzzle piece? Oh, I can't attack him. Right. Didn't change that. Is it this one? This check? No. Where did I... Oh, hold on. Is it from here when you did initialization? Initialization. Input mapping. That's why. I just don't give myself the ability to attack. That's one. Another X of a tile is cost 3, but the next connection will cost nothing. Another example of a tile will cost 3, but the next connection will cost nothing. Yeah. But then, wouldn't you just do those right away? So then your strategy, that if you have those, then you always pick those, and you always put them in a perfect grid where they open up the most amount of space. Right? No? If you have 20 tiles and you make the energy pool 15, there's a strategy aspect of it. You just have to have a headache to try to balance every pool, how many tiles / tile types exist. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just how my brain works with this puzzle system. But I feel like there's always just an optimal way of doing it. Right here, just real quick. right? If we have 20 tiles, so we do 5 by 4. Right? If there's a tile here that costs 3, then I'm just always gonna, and then makes everything else free, then I'm going to take this tile and the next one, which will make what, all of these cost 4, right? Assuming it's again 1 around. And then my motivation, because the next one is free, is still to pick one of these two, because that will affect the most amount of tiles. It wouldn't be to get a 5, it would be to get this to get the most amount of tiles, because then right, if I take this, then we have 4 4 3 3 4, right? Mathematically I got 8 tiles reduced. Right, mathematically, that is the best. I don't want to get a corner tile, because here I got 8 reduced. If I take this one, I only reduce 1, 2, 3. That's just not mathematically not the best. So I feel like there's something missing in terms of, like, there needs to be something more changed up with how this works. Tiles spawn randomly, and the connections do not have to be right next to each other. Well, I'm just choosing a tile. Because tile connections don't matter. What difference does that make? Like, yeah, you connect here or you connect here. But it doesn't matter. The point is this is connected now, right? Cool. This is connected now. Cool. And then from here you can connect to this one or this one, but it doesn't matter. No? Only tiles that are directly connected to each other. Goes to connect a continuous line through all tiles. But if you connect anywhere, then what does it matter how where I go? Right, if it's anywhere, I can just do this. Or I could do this. There has to be something that makes it so... The goal for you is to make it so there's, like, one ideal situation, and that's kind of like what you want the people to do, is that ideal scenario. Maybe there's, like, if you, like, do a trick, then you'll get, like, maybe 2 or 3 different ways of doing it, but really that's it. You don't want to have tons and tons and tons of ways. Yeah, I don't see a difference in, me doing this or me doing, this. Right, because it's connected anywhere, as long as they're connected, right? So. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For the energy pool thing, is you just always go with the lowest number. And then you never have the problem. Even in the scenario where I have the 20 like you wanted, my best move was still to go for, like, one of the ones of the 4s, because it was free then. And then that still reduces the most, right? My best case is still lowest number. I could be wrong, but oh, I'm dead. I need to turn off that debug also. Boom. Okay. Effect is gone. Good. I need him to stop dancing. And then I want him to play the hit animation, probably. Oh, I can't play the hit. Oh, I can't play that in here. That's fine. Hey, I propose welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. All tiles being connected. Even going with the lowest number first would wipe energy. Would have to take a higher number to free tiles. To free tiles? You're tired but alive? That's good. I thought you're alive, not the tired part. Okay, look. Right. Let's just quickly. Right. To connect this tile will cost you 5, right? You pick one. I would pick the one in the middle. Right, it doesn't matter which one I connect, right? I pick the one in the middle. So this one's now gone. Just X. And that means that, right, these two, let's say, are the connected ones. Then this would become 4, right? Because the nearby ones become 4. Right? So from here, my best course of action is to do this one. Because this will reduce the most amount of numbers. Or this one. Any one of these. Right, because if I do this one, if I connect now to here, right?
Ads are here.
This becomes 3, 4, 4, right? I reduce the most amount of things by 1. From here, I can go with 3 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I can go with this one, but this costs 1 more. So I can go, depending on what I want, I can go cost 1 more, but I also get 1 more. So it's effectively the same cost for both. So I guess in that case, I can go 4. But I still will never go for a 5. So there's probably something I'm missing. But, right, if you go with this one again, then you get a 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3. Right? I can just do this by always going with the lowest number, and I'll get the best result from what I see. So nothing has changed from what I was saying. And some tiles that have the same cost have different abilities. Oh, so you weren't talking about abilities before. You're just talking about connecting tiles. You were talking about one that's 3 and then makes another one free. But even then, like, okay, yeah, then I'll go with the 4 version instead of the 3 there. But otherwise, I'm still going with the lowest number. But the fact that I'm going with the lowest number, that means I literally cannot have less energy used than I'm doing. I think the energy system is just extra. You just have regular numbers here, and that's it. But I don't know. That's just me. One of the only ways I would think that you could make people not you have to be able to like have walls you can't connect in certain directions, or across a wall they don't get reduced, and then you have to like think about moving around a wall or something. There has to be more, I think. Get back to me and prove its merit. Yeah, if you can show that it's that you have to like actually like plan it out, and you can't just do like, oh yeah, let me just pick the minimum or like value or something very close to that, then yeah, absolutely, that'd be awesome. There's order of operations, but the problem with an order of operations game is once you know the order of operation, there's no thinking left. It's just that my bottle just fell. There's just do the order of operation, right? Then at that point, you're no longer thinking like, how should I do this? Like, oh yeah, order, right? Multiply before add. You know, once you know it, cool. So I think that applies to all games. What do you mean? No. Well, like, let's look at, like, for example, Portal. There's no order of operation. You just gotta figure out where the hell do you put the portal to get what you want to go. Well, there's no order of operations of any kind. It just, hey, put it wherever the hell you want. You need to get there. You can only put it on these surfaces, but you gotta get there. His AI is not working while the montage is playing, right? I mean, he wasn't going for me, so I guess that's probably... Yeah, you can link any tile, but again, right? What I was showing doesn't matter if you can link any tile or not. You repeat that, but I don't understand any benefit or downside to that. If anything, it makes it easier, I think. So I don't understand. My brain hasn't grasped like why that is good, or like why that makes a difference. Versus like, I feel like having more limitations is better for like a puzzle thing, but that's just me. So why does your AI stop? You're still looking at me. Well, that's the thing. I didn't change the state, so I don't. So. Oh, hold on. I think I might know why. Enter condition. Cooldown. Um, 300. 300 is what, 5 minutes? I mean, that's plenty for this test. It might be a cooldown thing. I should probably just disable the damage on this stuff for now. So I just run up to him for testing. Although I just got through it pretty quick. Okay, so it's not... I thought maybe he was trying to play the animation again, and then it got messed up. Oh! Yeah, that's it. That's it, Leo. I'm not calling the finished task. So he's not leaving the state. Yeah. Big brain, big brain. So what we need to do is here call special attack done. And we'll only stop doing it when he gets hit. Why can't I take this know-how and just apply it to a damn game? No, here's the problem, Leo. You do apply it to a game. You just always then want to do a different game, and then a different game, and then a different game, and a different game. State trees feel so perplexing. Fine, perplexing. Puzzling? Really? I felt like you understood state trees pretty well. Didn't you like look into them for a while? Weren't you the one sending me like tutorials for them anyway? Like before, like when I was getting started, I had to look up the definition of the word because I was like, I expected you to like understand them pretty well at this point. State trees are considerably simpler than behavior trees, I think. At least for me, my brain understands them easier. I am an odd one. I'm going to turn off the damage real quick. Just turn off the damage. There's just some aspect of the transition stuff, but then when you do it, it just doesn't transition correctly. Yeah, revisit it. Yeah, take care of that. He dancing, he dancing. He's taunting technically. Yeah, look at him taunt to you. I really like that. Bam. And now he's back. What probably should happen is he should get stunned. Maybe for a moment so he doesn't move around as well. I think that might be a good idea. Also, Leo, if you have questions about state trees, you can just ask. I don't promise I'll be able to explain it very well, but you can always ask. Okay, I want to... jump to center, so he'll jump back to the center. He'll slam down, and then I think here, before the special attack, I'm gonna make it so he does not face the player anymore automatically. Wait, no, this is not the right one. Focus target. Off. So that way he is just always facing the same way, so when I rotate around, it doesn't affect him. I don't think it should, because it didn't look like it was doing that, but just in case. Then what I can do is on the special attack here, when this is triggered, I want to trigger the stun. So we can do this. But then I can't override the amount of stun buildup, so I can't just stun him unless execute stun. Oh, but this is special. I don't want to do it here now. Oh, because this would mess with other things. So I really want to do it here. Execute stun. Damage dealer is I mean, does it matter here? Just say self. I could put it in the player, but I don't think it matters. Am I real? Why you crash? Well, if you didn't save, you should have autosave. So, you know, you can have autosave. That didn't work. Why did that not work? Stop logic. Stunt. Jump to note stunt. Oh, hold on, what's the duration on this? On stunt. I add the tag, I stop it, jump to the node stunt. Then I immediately clear the stun? Something's not right here. Oh, it's based off of... The delay here is based off of my power up. Oh. Specifically, I'm trying to use that stun. Okay. In that case, we want to do a custom thing. Stop animation override. And then we can do back here. Jump to node. We want this. It is if you don't save something, it will not auto save it. So keep that in mind. So you gotta make sure you save it at least once, and then you can use auto saves to like get back stuff potentially. Jump to node stunned. What happened to the effect? Did I remove the effect? Still spinny. I guess it probably did. Okay. I can't delay here because it's a function. Let's do then custom event on rotating music and well, I guess in that case this sequence is not needed. Could do this now. And then here we can do a delay. Let's see. Let me do his state tree thing. State tree. I want to remove the little trace thing that we were doing, the debug thing. Tasks. Actually, it'd be easier if I just go. Hum. Was the debug not here? Oh no, it was not. It was the other one. It was this one. There it is. Goodbye. Okay. Let's see it. Yum pop him there. Paw. I like a little slam down. And then I hit. I don't think he did. Did he do this? It should also not loop, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he did this. One more time. Do it. Why is... I feel like this is not working. Oh, it's not working because this transition is when he's not stunned. And he's not stunned, so yeah, I need to give him the stun tag. That's why. Hey, Gasser, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This one. So now that should be a little bit better. Bam. I really like the slam down and the launch, I'll be honest. Bam. There we go. Now you got to hit. Okay. Hey, Elba. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So if I want this to be longer now, I can make it like, let's say, 3 seconds. You'll only still play the animation once, but... Now after this, yeah, okay, that was, you know what? That's good, right? It takes you a while, but then you get 3 seconds to wall up on him. That's pretty good. So now, the whole stun thing doesn't really need this, but it's fine. You like, yeah, I like it too. And it's directional, so it's wherever relative to me, he shoots me back away from him, and then I gotta. I'm screwed. I'm dead. Oh, right. I don't have any damage on. I'd be dead there. Pretty much. But you basically have to maneuver yourself around these. And then once you make inside, he's just taunting you here. Look at him dance. Look at him dance. Bam. He gets hit. Okay, I know it's a slight problem on this system. This is still going. Like its visibility / invisibility is still going. So it, as you saw, it turned on there for a moment. I guess it's fine. Start to learn meta sounds. You can do pretty interesting stuff in this attack. I mean, power to you. I don't understand meta sounds. I looked into it for a moment, and I was like, how do I just play sound or have it go like random pitch, and that's it? And I couldn't figure out how to do just that, and so I went back to just the cue sounds. I wish I could help you, Leo, but I have not touched motion effect stuff at all. So you're slightly on your own. Can I check? Oh, I can check if it's active. Excellent.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So we can check, make sure it's active before we reactivate it. We'll do that after the ads. By the way, you guys want to know what the this Sunday's video is going to be about? Would you like slight spoilers? Because for once it's Wednesday and I know. I see too. Set it up. Set up the graph and figure that out. But I'm sure I'll be fine. No spoilers? SMH? And then spoil us, Daddy. The dichotomy of chat. Flip a coin? I could. But I don't have a coin. And if you're gonna say digital one, where's the fun in that? There's a new Unreal video that explains it live. Pretty easy to follow. I don't want live. Live is usually much worse. Like, I want like a well-edited video. I don't want to do... Get rid of all the pauses and the ums and the thing. You know, like, give me an edited video. Far more than I want a live stream. Because you can put a 2-hour live stream explaining something into like a 30-minute condensed good tutorial. I know, because that's I do that. Unless it involves stealing the Declaration of Independence, co-starring Nicolas Cage, then you don't want to hear it. I mean, those are great movies. I did enjoy watching those movies, that's for sure. By the way, I'm using a website called Wanikani for learning Japanese kanji. This is related to Nicolas Cage. And one of the things that one of the words that I'm learning is hokoku, which means national treasure. And one of the things you can type in to make sure that it understands, like, oh, you know the word, is you just write in Nicolas Cage. Because Nicolas Cage is a national treasure. So you can write in the meaning of life and he'll understand that for 42. So it has some goofs, it has some jokes. I appreciate it. I'm talking about this, by the way. Wanikani. I can actually find it. Yeah. Here it is. National treasure. And there it is. Primary national treasure. Alternative Nick Cage. I didn't put that in. I can put in synonyms and it'll go with synonyms. I didn't put in Nick Cage. Oh, is it Coco Hole? Not Hole Coco. I got it backwards. Coco Hole. Butchering the pronunciation. Yeah, Coco Hole. But that's expected. You're on the kawaii and kakoi. And yes, a she part of describing people in Duolingo. So you're pretty early on then, because that's pretty early on, right? That's definitely section 1. Oops. Chat. Do you mean lesson 4? Or no, it's chapter 4. No, it's not. Sorry, I'm thinking section 4. Yeah, chapter 4. Yes, you're very early on. Where am I currently? I'm currently on section 3, unit 28. That's where I am. Describing health issues. The next up is complaining about a hotel. That's great. I'd love to complain. Then talking about my childhood. I didn't have one. Oh, I only have 2.5 sections left in all of, or 2.5 units left in all of section 3. Huh. Okay. Yeah, kawaii is cute. Kakoi is cool. Yasashi is kind. Gentle or kind, or something like that. So you're starting to learn Japanese, Leo? What brought this on? What made you want to learn the language of the anime? Oh, there you go. Now they all disappear properly. They did not come back. Let's this one more time just to make sure. Woman proc channel woman cap. Yeah, that worked. I mean, there are worse reasons. So, I mean, seems like a good enough reason to me. Your voice naturally sounds deep and you thought it would sound cool speaking Japanese? You lucky bastard. I wish I had a deep voice. My voice sounds like shit. I've gotten used to it over the years, but my voice sounds like shit. Yeah, we can reconnect you. Let's comment this out. The only problem is it has a mind of its own, meaning it's inconsistent. But you can practice that. That's fine, you can practice it. So, yeah. Whenever you're uber relaxed or drink ginger tea or wake up on a morning or get sick, it's oh yeah, well, that's normal for everyone. Yeah, if you just wake up, yeah, it's gonna be deeper for everyone. That is absolutely normal. Told many times you should voice on radio. Are you sure they meant that you have a nice voice for radio and they weren't just calling you ugly? Because that's a thing, right? When people say you have a voice for radio, it's because you don't have a face for television. I don't want to burst your bubble, but I just want to confirm that. Are you sure they meant you have a nice voice and they weren't just calling you ugly to your face? You know? Okay. I just want to throw out that possibility. As I don't want you hanging out with people that call you ugly, so I just want to make sure you're keeping good company. You're not actually speaking a deeper range? Well, you lucky bastard. I always wish I had a deeper voice. What's the thing that I have to inhale to get a deeper voice? Helium's to make my voice sound higher. There's another one that's making your voice sound deeper. Really bad for you. I mean, both are in large quantities. But nitrogen? I don't think it's nitrogen. Sulfur hexafluoride. Nitrogen. Yeah. Sulfur hexafluoride. Yeah, that. That's the typical thing people use. I mean, something heavier than air is also a brick. A brick is heavier than air. Frozen nitrogen confidently. Hey, Sometimes you just have to be confidently wrong. Okay? And that's okay. He had a table of elements, picked one that wasn't even the answer. No, pick one that it wasn't even the outcome. So what you're saying is you inhale bricks? Don't you? Well, some of you don't inhale bricks. I mean, that seems like much easier to consume bricks if you just inhale them. What are you gonna take a fork and a knife? That's gonna take too long. Just inhale them. Is that a euphemism for smoking pot? No, I don't do drugs. The only quote-unquote drugs I've ever done is hookah once. And that's it. You love getting bricked up on a Wednesday. You know what? Well played. Could it be worse? You could have been inhaling exposure. Nah, you get paid in exposure. You don't get paid in inhaling. That's too much. What is that icon called? Is that like the I feel like that's the Italian thing. And also, isn't it like a New York thing? Like that symbol? Like Italian and New Yorker, I feel. I've never actually done that hand gesture. I don't even know. I think it's like this. Oh. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. Pinch fingers, that's your top 10. And it's in your top 10 emotes? My top emotes are my own laughing emote, as long as it's on my channels. Because I do love a good lol emote. And then pretty much the ruffle emote, the rolling on the floor laughing, the one that's just laughing one. And then there's the one that I'm smiling with the bead of sweat, you know, going down. It's like, I think it's kind of like how I use it. I had like 3 or 4 that I use, and that's it. If you had to pick that you've thought about it, I don't know, you had to have thought about it enough to know that you have a top 10. I don't even use 10 emotes. Like I could do 3. A-Bit Pepe laughing is your number 1, hands down. I don't really have it. By the way, you guys know that you have access to BTTV and 7TV emotes on YouTube, right? If you have the plugins, you should have just enable the YouTube thing for them, and you'll have emotes on YouTube. I have them enabled. Just so you know. If you want some Pepe emotes, I have some. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. Yes. Yes. Oh, no, I missed it. How long does it take to get to the next one? Uh, okay, it's not too bad. Mm, 75, 625 damage in that. Boom. It used to have a slightly longer delay here. Five ever? What? If I go to, just to show you guys. But here's my stream. So the first thing you do when you go to my stream, right, is you hit the like button. Okay? That's the first step. You hit the like button every time you visit the stream. Okay? The second thing is, if I move my damn camera, is over here. Actually, I'm putting myself right above. Make it extra trippy. Right here, where you get BTV installed, if I turn off you, there we go. Right, you see the icon? You'll get this, and then you'll get BTV emotes, and they're like animated ones too. And there's the ones that are for my channel, and there's also, I have 7TV ones as well. Not global. Where's the... Oh, these might be, There's 7TV Global, YouTube Global. I should have... The 7TV ones might be mixed in here. Or maybe it's just showing the BTV ones. Maybe it's not showing the global ones for, or my 7TV ones. But you still have access to BTV ones. But yeah, there's a bunch of Pip ones. It doesn't come in at if I turn on. Right, it comes in as an emote down there. Obviously, you'll see it in chat if you have the emote as well. On my side, I don't see it. I only see it like down there in the actual like OBS preview. It's your boy. Bury me with the Froach. Yeah, Twitch ones have everything, but there are emotes on YouTube if you want to use them. You just have to have BTV installed, basically, and 7TV if you want extra. So, I do love emotes, which is why I bring it up. I don't know why. When I see a bunch of people like in chats like using emotes, I don't know. Makes me happy for whatever reason. I'm weird. I'm weird. What happens if I am... Oh, you're right. You appreciate the extra effort to fix YouTube's lack of emotion? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, feel free to install the BTTV extension and start using them. I'll see them. Or you can use the YouTube ones, like the answer is. $100 health. Why? Why did it still come in? I thought we fixed this. Oh, I see. It's because I did before the delay, not after the delay. It should have been after the delay. That's better. The YouTube emotes are all real weird, I will say. Is there a place where I can just look at all of them? I guess I can go back to my own channel. Look at all of them. Where is it? Yeah, here. Right, like these. They're so, like, they're so colorful. And they're all surprising. There's a lot of purple here. Right, there's a lot of purple in all of these. Also the name. Face fuchsia poop shape. Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia wide eyes. But there's no other face fuchsia wide eyes. Or face any other color wide eyes. It's just, that's the one. So why isn't it just called wide eyes? I don't know. But yeah, there's a bunch of. You can have a fuchsia poop. For whatever reason. There's a game over one, surprisingly. Oh my god, there's worms. There's a colored, like, gummy worms. They're okay. There's a wait. YouTube Global has a buffering emote. Okay. Interesting. Number one, I will never be. Guess they're appealing to kids primarily, which I guess makes sense. Also, these are bright colors. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. The majority of the people on the right. Why are kids on YouTube? Should they not be on YouTube Kids? I don't understand the whole, like, oh, we need to make this platform, you know, very pro kids and yada yada. Isn't YouTube Kids a thing? Have them go to YouTube Kids and be only allowed on YouTube Kids, and then stop changing things, like, for kids. Or stop using the excuse that it's for kids when it's actually for something else, which is probably the actual case. YouTube's emotes are ass straight up. Yeah, not a super fan of them. What's worse, by the way, the worst thing, from a content creator point of view, is YouTube has the YouTube dashboard where I can see your guys' comments. But if I try to reply from that dashboard, I cannot use emotes. I have to go out of the dashboard into my regular notification thing, and there when I reply, I have access to emotes. Just why? Just why? Amount of stuff that's on YouTube, you kids shouldn't be allowed to use it. I believe, who was it? Was the Land Down Under that passed a law that prohibits like social media for kids? When I say kids, as like under 18, or I think they did it for under 16. So that's the thing. The implementation that people are doing is the UK's freaking age verification nonsense. Oh my god. No smart kid is gonna get stopped by that. They're already getting past it. It's just inconveniencing everyone. Yeah, you can't. Can I? Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. Guys, I'm an idiot. Hi, how are you doing? Deactivate it. Is it active? I wonder.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Point left. Here, I'll give you a higher res. Go ahead. Laugh at the guy. Laugh at the idiot. Come on, I can take it. I'll cry afterwards anyway. UK was really trying to crack down on video games, online loot crate gambling. I mean, that's good, right? Yeah. But not the video game. Loot crate gambling is crack down on that. Good. The games, depends how. But the gaming industry is going through like a tough time right now. That's for sure. We can't be mean. We've all been there. Nah. You guys are all smart. I'm a dumbass. That's how it is in this community. You're smart. I'm not. And I won't hear it any other way. Speak for yourself? I am speaking for myself. I'm dumb, you're smart. I can't speak for someone else. I speak for myself. People protest about everything except medical industry in the States. I'm not even gonna go there. I could go there, but that'll involve going to politics. I don't want to go into politics. I have a degree, you don't? I'm bigger, smarter. I'm definitely bigger. Just statistically, most likely, I am bigger. Smarter is very debatable. You've seen the stupid shit I do. Average American size? I don't think I'm average American size. I'm probably, unfortunately, right now above average American size. You call your dentist for cleaning? They're booked out into February, so you said never mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Do they not book you in advance? Because like the dentist place that I go to, like as soon as I finish with the cleaning, they're like, so like, can we schedule you? And I'm like, just schedule me, you know, whatever. So like I went, what, like a week ago or so, and I have another one scheduled like December 10th or something. Basically sometime around then. Just schedule it. I don't know if I'm gonna be free or not. Usually I could just, you know, take time off of work and do it. But oh, I don't have dental insurance either. Yeah, I had to get fillings earlier this week. Yeah, that cost me $1,300. My wallet is still crying. Technically speaking, I am also crying about it. Yeah. But I didn't do any kind of dental stuff for like good 9 years, if not almost 10 years, because I didn't have dental coverage. And then I said, screw it, I really should be, dental coverage or not, when I came here. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's start fresh. Let's start doing things. And I've gone through from there. So yeah. So yeah, take care of your teeth. Go to the dentist. I could look into, by the way, I could look into getting dental insurance. I could. Why haven't I? Pure laziness. I couldn't even tell you if it's expensive or cheap. Your mom was afraid of the dentist for so long, she didn't go for like 15 years. Well, not going is one thing. It depends on how you take care of your teeth. If you like brush twice a day and floss and like do everything, right, you can go longer without going to the dentist because you'll probably be fine. I wasn't a good boy. So that's a problem. Get 2 cavity fillings 3 years ago. Man, it was $400. Yeah, so like I had 4 cavities done Monday. But the reason I had 4 cavities was because I had 2 cavities that were in between teeth. And so they affected both teeth, so I had to get 2 cavities because it was a floss related thing. And so yeah. Oh. Gotta floss more. I missed it. I was good until the very end. Yes, now it no longer shows up again. We did it, guys. We did it. People don't like the mouth sounds. You enjoy people poking and scraping your teeth? Fear me for how I know, not what I've become. You enjoy people poking and scraping your teeth? I don't care about the mouth sounds. Like, I just don't like going out and getting anything done with people that I know are actively judging me. When I go to the dentist, I know that they know how well I brush or don't brush or floss or don't floss. I know they know everything. And I just don't like going to a place that I'm paying to be judged. And even if they say nothing, and most always they say nothing, I know that they're judging me on the inside. Because I'm judging myself when I'm going to them. We did the ability. All complaints you hear from dental appointments is the sounds. Oh no, yeah, they're just so hard. I've never cared about the dental sounds stuff. Yeah, that's never been an issue for me. You don't think they care though, because they want you to keep going, cause business? Well, here's the thing: they're already gonna get a bunch of business from the cleanings. Like cleanings already bring in the money, I assume. I mean, to be fair, I'm not a dentist. I don't know how much money like a cleaning brings in for them in terms of business compared to like a root canal. Like, I don't know, like, do they make more for one versus another? Like, or like, would they prefer to do one versus another? I don't know. Not a clue. I'm not even gonna pretend like I do. What I am going to pretend to do is celebrate that we actually finished this ability. Actually finished it. Also, is he floating? Why are you floating? Oh, you just happen to be floating because I didn't put you on the ground. Never mind. You're fine. I actually had him in the ground. But we now have this actually done and working. So the way this ability works that he does is he will, at some point, jump into the middle of the entire room, wherever he is. Then he's going to knock you back to a specific location. And then this whole thing starts. And you need to not be inside of it, or it will do damage. Every ring goes in opposite directions, and you just need to go inside and basically make it all the way to. I'm gonna. Okay, so yeah, I went on there and I took damage. I can go in here, and it goes in and out, so you have to keep track of where it is, and then you make it inside. He'll continue dancing. You can just watch him dance if you want. Or you can hit him and stop it. You have time to actually hit him a few times now. Before he does anything. Obviously, he doesn't have the health that he would at this point, but he'll have like 3 seconds of currently of basically being vulnerable. He's complete. No. That's one ability. That was one ability. So let's see what we have so far. Basic attacks, yes. We have. Jump up, slam down, Amy. Yes, we got. So this was what we were doing. Stand and play drums in the middle. Which was this. Stand in the circle, gaps to avoid. Right, it's a whole time thing where you have to move inside and just hit them. So we have that. The next one I kind of want to do is the transition stage. The transition memory game. He becomes invulnerable. He's not even 33%. Wait, I mean, yeah, in terms of stages, yeah, you could say 33%. Yeah. So I want to do probably work on this one next. So he becomes invulnerable. He plays some drums, so there's some music going on. Then we need to have a drum model that crashes down, like around the player, with musical icons, and then the musical icons need to appear above his head. And then you need to hit those drums in the order that they that it appears. So it's basically like Simon. It's not Simon Says. You know, it's the memory game. And there'll be a version with 4 and a version with 8. And you might not need to hit them all 8, or maybe you do need to hit all 8. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking 4 then 8. Is how many drums, and then we'll see how many actual notes. Hit drums correctly to progress, and if you fail, you take damage and try again. Better made a YouTube short of the original explanation for the music circles ability paired with the finished effect, playing as the visual. Please and thanks. Maybe once everything's done, but maybe once everything's done. I mean, I could. The one thing we don't have is music for it. I wish I had, like, I need drum music. Drumming music. Specifically. Like, if I could have some of that, that'd be so good. Is there a place to find that? $300 free hip-hop/funk acoustic drum loops and samples. Hold on. We're gonna download a random one here, just to see what these are. Just open it. Hold. I mean, they're not it's not exactly what I'm thinking. I mean, if I was better at music, maybe I need to combine a lot of them. They're just little sections. But Yeah, well, like we want definitely better stuff than this. Or, like something that fits better. But like, hey, I was just trying to find something. You know, I need like drum only stuff. Yeah. Those are from his Tiny Desk concert? What is a Tiny Desk concert? Why would he have a tiny desk? He's gonna have a big desk. It's big orc. Big orc. What I want to know though is, and we probably don't have one, is if I go to Fab. I want to search for a drum. You know, there's not. Honestly, there. I mean. I expected worse options than that. I was going to get a lot of oil drums, but. Some weapon drum. Guns with those kind of drums. Okay. But what is this? Probably doesn't really fit our aesthetic. But you know, cool. Probably. Oh, this was from Quixel. I'm like, why is this one saved to my library? It's from Quixel. I mean, honestly, this would work. It kind of works because it does look very like one an orc would use. Like it has like these heavy beads and stuff. I mean, I'm calling them beads. I don't know what they actually are. You know, it has a Sharingan gun on top. You know, I can see it being used. Can I read? Oh, can I read any of this? That is mountain. I can read nothing else. Not even a little bit. But I'm so bad with, like, especially handwritten fonts. But I feel like this one could work. Let's look at the other one, though, real quick. Fonts? Because someone the graphic designer. Oh. What is my request? There was no request. We were just looking at this drum and we're just talking about that I have a hard time reading basic Japanese calligraphy because I'm bad with fonts that aren't like standard large fonts with Japanese yet. I'm not at that level. That's all. Yeah, I think we'll use this one. We can use this one. Thank you, Quixel. I love the format of this. Fab, then Megascans, then 3D, then Japanese drum, then high, because that's the level of it, and then some gibberish, tier 1, and then we have the actual stuff. There's our drum. Look at this beautiful drum. Is it any easier for me to read now? Can I read any of this? No. I'm not at that level yet. Mountain. I know the simple one. It's mountain. Fab's Quixel folder nesting is diabolical. Just Fab's nesting is diabolical. That's a small drum. I feel like when we do the drums, it would need to be bigger drum. I mean, I want him to stand on these drums, so I'll probably want to do like... Excuse me. Maybe something like this. Might be a little too short, maybe. And then maybe we did this. You know, something like that. If he's like on a pillar, I think could look cool. How high up is too high? Probably like 4, like 1 less. Always fine. Guess I'm not on that level of changing the font of another language, yeah. Perhaps, alternative, that's a big dude. Yeah, I guess her have a good night. Thanks, Tom. Bye. I like it. I like it. Shadow doesn't really work with the sun direction, but let me rotate the sun. Yeah. Yeah. Make the drums bigger to match the big guy? I mean, they're already bigger than he is. Right, they're bigger than his drum. They're big enough for him to stand on quite comfortably. I don't know how much more big you can go. And go there. A little bit even wider here. The problem is, once you go so too wide, it needs to be taller. Giant drum the size of the pillar? It is finished the animation you're working on earlier in the month. You're gaining knowledge of motion design. Nice! Yes, get smarter. Get educated. So here's the we're gonna want the tower anyway. So here's the thing. We're gonna have two different things, right? So for the memory game, I could see him being on a bigger drum like this. Like he'll jump, like this will come down, and then little drums will come, you know, will drop around, or smaller drums, and then you can do the transition memory game. There's also the pillars of drums that we have. So the boss jumps on the top of the pillars, which is kind of like what I was testing here. And then you have to hit the pillar down to bring him down. So you hit and like you do enough damage and like one of the drums gets destroyed and then falls down, right? They drop and he drops with it. And if you knock them all down, then it stops his attack and he can get stunned again. Or if you don't, then he'll just jump off and do like a big AoE. Like a AoE across the entire room, basically. So we'll probably have... this one probably needs to be shorter. Still. So we might do something like... like this. Maybe a little further away, right?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And there'll be an 8 version as well. So that'll be like the transition phase. That's what we're talking about, right? The drums come down. He'll stand in the middle. So he'll jump up. The drum will come down. He'll land on the drum. These will come down. Like, right? That's kind of how I see it going. I am going to need to figure out something specific here. I am going to need to figure out how the hell to tell what hit it. As in, it has to be hit specifically from like a basic attack, not from like an AoE or a dot or anything else. So we're going to, you know, it'll be some figuring out on this one. But this is like the tower, and you would go in here and you just bam, like whack it a few times. I mean, it'll shake to show that it's being hit, and then it'll just collapse, and then they'll fall. I don't think I want to do like, if there's a way of doing physics, and that the only physics that I'd want acting on it is gravity, then I'd do it. Custom trace channel for an only idea for your brain cell. The thing is, my attacks already have a custom trace channel, right? All of these attacks have custom trace channel. It's tracing for a character. The problem is, all attacks are tracing for it. And yes, I could, but I don't want to set up a custom trace channel for just one kind of attack versus another kind of attack, because that would mean that I would need to set that up Like, I would need to double everything versus just having it set up here where it somehow filters it. So as long as I can pass the attack type through, I should be able to figure out if it is the way it is, or if it is what I want. I think because if I go to here, damaged. I have the received damage info, right? Because if I break this, yeah, I have the attack type. Yeah, so I can tell if it is a melee or projectile. So I can check as long as it's a melee or projectile here. Yeah, this is fine. I can filter it out. Because we don't want to do anything on spells or dots, basically. Yep. The only other thing that I'm thinking about is if I gave myself cleave. A lot of cleave. I mean, that's actually not as big as I thought it was. Okay, yeah, it is working. So, okay, I am gonna need to make him invulnerable. Because I theoretically with enough cleave can hit him. And ignore this mechanic. So he will need to be invulnerable. So much cleave, it makes double D's jealous? Wait, what? What I was thinking I wanted to check is I don't want to be able to accidentally hit multiple drums, but it seems like I'll be fine. Like with this kind of size. I should be fine. Now I know for almost guaranteed that people will take a screenshot of the effect and then just go and match it from the screenshot. Do I care? Not really. I feel like if you want to cheat through that, like, I guess have fun. But it should be doable if you don't feel like you need to. So, yeah. And basically, how we're gonna do this, I think, is he'll do his icons. They'll match to these, and then when you hit a drum, it will disappear. And basically, you just need to make them all disappear in the right order. 8 might be too many. If 8's too many, we'll do 6. But I feel like 4 and 8 is probably good. How many memory game? How many According to research, the typical storage capacity for short-term memory is 7, plus or minus 2 items. Shit. I have 8. So maybe we'll have to go with 6. Wait, what are you reference to? It was a great villain quote. But by the way, I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you watch Meat Canyon, but there's a new video. Hey Achilles, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Meat Canyon, who does like animations, released one recently on Pirate Software, and it's so good. All of Meat Canyon stuff is great. All of it. I highly recommend. I mean, it's cursed stuff. It is very much like visually cursed stuff. Here. Like, there's one on Duolingo, which is great. But yeah, like, he has a very interesting art style. Would recommend. His XUC was the next level too. Yeah, I haven't seen all of them because a lot of these I don't like. I don't know who the people are, so I don't watch it. But I haven't seen it. I feel like I've watched more of these than I think I've seen the Steve Harvey one. It's just it no longer shows. Watched the Duolingo ones was great. Here, I'll link his stuff. Go watch his stuff. So good. I imagine most of you know him. But if you don't, it's great stuff. I remember watching that one as well. Yeah, the Logan Paul one. I mean, I think it's an honor to get. If I ever get into a Meat Canyon video, I will say I have made it as a content creator. If I ever get into one, I'll be like, okay, I've peaked. I've made it. That's it. Doesn't get better than that. I was actually rewatching the KCO one recently, which was also great. Yeah, there's such good stuff. You consumed all content over that drama. It was so good to watch people make an ass of themselves. You're gonna need my shirt? You don't want to get on his list? Usually the bad? For what? Meat Canyon? No. You know how I know no? Well, in case you loved his, the one of him. Also, Markiplier. You. This is one Markiplier. No, you cannot tell him. You can't tell me that Markiplier is bad. There's no way. There's the genius of Markiplier. So yeah, no. I think it's an honor to get a video of Meat Canyon made of him. Photo accurate, yeah, I know, right? Look at him. This is a beautiful portrait of Markiplier. I think it's accurate as it gets. Spitting image. Mark voicing over the entire video was, oh yes, oh man, I remember that. Isn't that just a screenshot of Markiplier? Yeah, you see, it's hard to tell. Hey John, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, if I ever make it into one of those videos, I will know I've made it. I think if anyone just in general starts making freaking animated things of me, like, oh yeah, I made it. Yeah, don't think that. Yeah, me can just like specifically drama stuff now. I think he just does any big thing, really. Corporate wants you to point out the difference between these two photos. They're the same photo. By the way, I have never seen the original because I don't watch The Office. Did they have two different images originally? See if I can find it. I think I found it. Find the differences. Is there no audio? I'll just mute it.
Intel has 7.
Basically no audio. Oh, okay. So the whole. Oh, I'm not even showing here. So okay. So the whole joke of the original thing was they're literally the same picture that she gave to that person. Okay. I was just curious what the hell the original thing was. And she just asked someone to find the difference between. Okay, I understand. I'm not savvy because I didn't really watch The Office. I watched like a few episodes when I was over at a friend's place, and I just didn't understand The Office. It just like I didn't find it funny. It was just things happened, and just it was like, okay, I don't know. I didn't click with me. So, tomorrow, new ability. New boss ability starts tomorrow with drums. Depends on your sense of humor. Yeah, absolutely. Sense of humor is absolutely subjective. Absolutely. Like, I love some good old self-deprecating humor. Okay. That's good stuff. Plowing through this boss. Let's fucking go. So yeah, tomorrow we'll start. We'll start probably the memory game. We'll need to figure out how to do the notes above the drums. Well, we'll first need to figure out how to do the animation. We'll do the animation first, where he jumps up and lands on the drum. And then go from there. That's gonna be the plan. But that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. If you get a working visualization of your jam, you'll post it in the Discord. Do it. I want to see. I want to see it. I want to understand. Understanding is so good. It feels good to understand. Not understanding hurts my brain. That's actually a thing, by the way. I don't understand something. I try to really focus on it, and I get a headache, which makes it even more irritating to me, because then I start irritating myself that I don't understand it, which makes me understand it even less, which makes me have an even bigger headache, which gives me You gotta post the video of you going to render student. You like how it turned out? Nice. Very nice. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you had fun. New ability tomorrow. And yeah. We go from there. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.